So Chromebook Plus models are now available for purchase, and we're starting to see the reviews. Granted, they are of the $399 entry model. Nevertheless, it has become apparent that the spec increase makes a noticeable difference over the other Chromebooks. However, throughout this whole rollout, there is something that's been kind of bothering me. Um, See, when I heard about that Google was going to do this Chromebook Plus kind of thing, marketing, um, I thought it was going to be Chrome OS Plus. Instead, what we got was Chromebook Plus, and that's the problem. So you may be asking, Chrome OS Plus, Chromebook Plus, what's the difference? Well, let me tell you. While Chrome OS itself is this operating system that exists in multi forms, granted, the most popular form is the laptop version, which is Chromebooks, and that is the version that I am using and I preferred, and for foreseeable future would be my main way of interacting with Chrome OS. But it exists on different form factors, such as tablets, all-in-ones, and mini PCs. Now, you may not have heard of these devices, but they are out there. And even though Google abandoned the tablet space, at least Chrome OS tablet with the Pixel Slate, people are still making tablets. The Lenovo Duet comes to mind. And I kind of felt this way when Google made the Pixel tablet, even though it seems like a good product. I was concerned that that means that they are also abandoning Chrome OS tablets. And even though manufacturers are still making Chrome OS tablets, it almost feels like Google is kind of turning their back to them, I guess, offering no support. Because I suppose if I think about it, it might be possible for a tablet to meet these specs. I think they could have a 1080 webcam. They could get an i3 processor, 120 gigs. The screen, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure. Hopefully, personally, I believe when Chrome OS could support Android tablets, the tablet, no, when Chrome OS could support Android apps, I thought the Chrome OS tablet should take a kind of a big step up. You know, as someone who wants more, even more of a touch-friendly interface than you get on the Chromebook. But what about the other devices? What about the even more practical Chrome boxes that are in a lot of industries? Do they not get any of these special features? Because with Chrome OS, I keep saying again, with Chromebook Plus, you get certain exclusives. Kind of like if you have a Pixel phone, which is why I have a Pixel phone, is to get some of those OS exclusives. So if you decide to go purchase a Chrome box or a Chrome base, because you don't really care about portability and battery life, that you just gonna plug this in directly into the outlet and use Chrome OS that way. Perhaps you like Chrome OS and you just want a bigger screen than they offer. I believe 14 inch, maybe a 16-inch Chromebook is this. But what if you just want a big screen like I'm using right here? That's just not really feasible on the Chromebook. So you choose a different form factor. And the only Chrome base that even I wanted was the HP Chrome base, which it looks beautiful, looks stunning. I do kind of wish they would put more hardware, which kind of brings me to this point of with Chromebook Plus, it kind of cracked the whip a little bit on the manufacturers, you know, and I think the same thing needs to happen on the other devices because there's not a lot of variety in the Chrome bases, at least quality wise, I'm saying. And while Lenovo is doing good things with its It's tablets. I looked at the processor, at least what I could find, and it's a Snapdragon. Now, there probably are some, maybe there's some Intel chips uh, in there somewhere, but from what I pulled up, it seems to be low spec as well. I think the same thing needs to happen to kind of push things forward. I get that the Chromebook is priority, but there could have been a couple of the other devices that you want to showcase. 6 Chromebooks, good, that's fine. But what about, kind of put a little pressure HP to, hey, uh, rebrand or kind of bring back that Chrome base up the RAM, because I think the lowest spec was 4 gigs. Up the RAM to 8. Put at least an i3 in there, and 1080. I think it had I can't remember what the webcam was, and I think, but just up the webcam if it was something lower than 1080p, and you can get Chrome OS Plus, which is what I'm hoping for. Now, this could be too early to tell. It could be possible that other devices are coming that will get that brand. I'm not sure. What about, again, if we go back to the Chrome boxes, which are just little mini PCs, really convenient, a lot less expensive than the Chromebook counterparts, since they don't have to include a screen or keyboard and all that. And with battery life is not an issue. Is it because they don't have a lot of those functions, have a lot of the features, in the list to get into Chromebook Plus, that it should be automatically not allowed? I mean, come on. Make something that allows somebody's making a Chromebox that will allow them entry into Chrome OS Plus. Then you can do it. Now, it may not be easy for Chrome OS to just, maybe it's harder on the tablet side of things. But I recently saw an interview with the head of YouTube, and one of the things that he was most proud about was that YouTube can function on all these devices. So if anybody could do it, it's Google. That Google can make their OS function well across all these devices. And even if you need more of a tablet or a keyboard to go with the tablet, but I still think that I don't want these devices just to be left in the dust, because I think that'd be just a big step backward. I get the focus has to be on the Chromebooks. They're the star on support, but just make it Chrome OS Plus. Allow at least a pathway if people want to make a device to get those software exclusives. I mean, one of the things that is being touted as one of the advantages is video editing. You get the cloud Adobe Premiere, and LumaFusion is supposed to work better on these devices. Well, if that is indeed the case, a lot of people, including myself, at least half the time, prefer to edit on a desktop and maybe a laptop, when you have to. Some people want a bigger screen, so at least allow it. And I think they should at least have one Chrome base, offering. And I will go HP, since they look like they were from what I could tell, the ones that took the device most seriously. And somebody, Acer probably, to come up with a decent Chromebox to give to the masses. It'll be less expensive. It'll probably be less expensive than the entry models, because, again, it wouldn't need to have all the extra stuff, again, like the screen, maybe speakers, all those things. It just would need to have a good processor, good RAM, and good storage. Like, this is an easy win. Like, bring Chrome OS Plus to the rest of them. So that was my little slight rant. What do you guys think? Do you think this will happen? Because I think it should. And if it comes out next year, but what I will be kind of, a little, not furious, If a device comes out and it has the stuff, like if a Chrome base comes out and it has all the criteria, but it still won't get Chrome OS Plus, that's an L. So that's all I have for you today. If you like this, consider giving a like, share it, comment. Tell me what you guys think.